welcome. Thank you for joining. As you join, please kindly share the video on your own platform. Share it to family and friends. Share it so that you can be able to reach more people. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining. I have not been able to come live for some time due to some issues, but I just try to say that I can be able to come in today and share views with my fellow Biafrans. Just as usual, to encourage my fellow Biafrans, encourage family and friends, encourage all my subscribers and those who are following from all angles that we should continue to stand firm. We should continue to stand firm. As you see the title that I use there, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, Biafra Dream and Fulani Terror Effects. We must try as much as we can to keep the Biafran dream alive. Just as I said before, it has even graduated out of dream, is now a reality. The Biafran reality, we have to keep it alive in our heart, not just a dream. Biafran reality is here. No matter the attack that we are getting from the Fulani Caliphate and their terrorists, no matter their operation, no matter all the kind of hindrances they are bringing against us, we have to continue to stand firm and stay strong. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. The Fulanis, they know very well that Biafra is coming. They know it better than we do. They even see the reality of Biafra more than we do, because they know that Biafrans are not people you can play with. When we say a thing, we mean it. They can joke with any other people, but they don't joke with Biafrans. Whatever we say, they know we are serious about it. So we must have to keep that Biafra reality alive at all times. In anything you are doing, always have it at the back of your mind that Biafra is coming. And in 2023, we are only preparing for Biafra, nothing else. For those who are preparing for their election and their PVC or whatever, they are going to get the shock of their life. But you that you are a genuine Biafran, if you are a genuine Biafran agitator, you must be strong and be firm. Nothing is going to happen to you that will be by surprise. You can't be taken by surprise. Those that are going to be taken by surprise are those who are not paying attention. The people that are not paying attention, who think that we are joking, they think we are making noise, they think we are blabbing, they think we are wasting our time. Those are the people that are going to get the shock of their life, because Biafra is going to come in 2023. Just as our spokesman have said, I trust his word and I believe him. And every one of us is supposed to be having the same spirit. Every one of us is supposed to key into that very date, and apply that same spirit. That same spirit that he has, that is giving him that courage to mention that 2023. Every one of us should key into that very spirit. Claim that 2023 to be the date for our freedom. Total freedom, not half-baked freedom. Not half-baked freedom, not the political freedom, not the PVC freedom or election freedom. No. I am talking about the genuine freedom of the people. It's going to come 2023. Biafran people, 2023, we are going home. No matter their strategies, the attack, the distraction they are bringing from all corners, from all angles, we must not allow it to weigh us down. We must not buy into it. Thank you, my sister. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. We must not allow them to weigh us down. No matter how they try to put us down, we cannot allow them to weigh us down. We must continue to keep our hope high. Keep your hope high and stand firm in your thoughts, in your word, in your action, in your belief. Sometimes you will see certain things that will make you to begin to have this belief. You might see some challenges that will make you to begin to think the other way around. Is it going to be possible or not? But I urge you to stand firm. I urge you to stay focused. I urge you to be consistent in your thought, in anything you're doing. continue to pray and believe on the 2023, the coming of Biafra. For me, I have claimed it already, and I'm getting ready to move into Biafra land in 2023. I'm getting ready to move in. So you should be acting in the same manner. That is the dream of every Biafran today. It has become a reality, no longer a dream. Our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi kind of dreamt about it, the coming of Biafra. But today, finally, it is no longer a dream. It has now become a reality that we are moving into Biafra land. So don't allow yourself to be left behind. If you're one of those who is still left behind, you will not prepare yourself, please, you better wake up and prepare yourself. Better wake up and prepare yourself. Thank you for joining, Rosalind. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Rosalind, for joining. Thank you, my sister Linda. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm very well, thank you. No matter the disruption, no matter the obstruction, no matter the attack we are getting from all angles, we must stand firm. Nothing good comes easy. When it seems like it's going to be very difficult, just have faith and believe that that is when we are coming to the end of the road. There will always be a light at the end of the tunnel. And our case is not going to be different. The case of our freedom that we are asking for, I strongly believe that in 2023, it's going to be a different ball game. It is not going to be easy. It's going to come with a lot of challenges. But at the end of it, we are going to be victorious. It's going to come with a lot of challenges. That is why most time when I talk, I ask people to prepare themselves for difficult tasks ahead. Prepare yourself. Don't just relax and feel that all is well. No. Take every information serious. Every information you get, mainly the information you get from Voice of Biafra, the information you get from the spokesperson of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Any information you get from him, you must have to take it serious so that you will not be taken unaware. We don't want anybody to be taken unaware. You say you are not told, or by sudden you risk your life or you lose your life because you didn't get an information. That is why it's very important for people to be paying attention. You have to be paying attention. Follow those you need to follow, not for you to get first-hand information on what is happening and the way forward. We don't want to continue to lose Biafran people. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you so much, Rosalind Michael. We don't want to continue to lose our brothers and sisters. We want to try as much as we can to secure as many people as we can. Save as many lives as we can. It's our responsibility to make sure that our people are being saved. Sometimes it seems we forgot, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came and he reminded us of that responsibility. He came and reminded us that we should make sure we protect Biafran people. Do not allow Biafran people to be killed. It doesn't matter who is involved. It doesn't matter who is doing the killing. It doesn't matter who is trying to take the life of Biafran people. If you are a Biafran and you're getting yourself involved in taking the life of Biafran people, you are actually laying curse on your generation to come. And you're not going to see any forgiveness. Just like when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaks, he said that we cannot forget, neither will we forgive. We will not forgive in the sense that you will not be alive to receive that forgiveness when it's going to come. You're going to take the punishment of Judas. After Judas betrayed Christ, he wasn't able to wait and participate in the forgiveness that Christ gave on the cross. Before the forgiveness came, Judas is already dead. But if Judas was alive when that forgiveness was pronounced, he would have survived. So if you're one of those who is joining people in taking the life of your fellow Biafran in any way, in any manner, if you are involved in taking the life of Biafran people, you should be very, very aware of yourself that you cannot go free. Just have it at the back of your mind that you will not be free and you will not be forgiven. You will definitely pay for it here on earth and in heaven. For every single Biafran life that you take, you pay for it here on earth and you also pay in heaven. We will protect Biafran people by all means possible. Just as the information I'm passing now, each day I come online, I try, no matter how difficult it is, no matter the obstacles and hindrances, I try as much as I can with the few time I have to come online and share views with my fellow Biafrans, to encourage my fellow Biafrans, also get an encouragement from them. We have to encourage each other. We have to be watching each other's back. It is not time to begin to antagonize each other, to fight each other, or be talking about irrelevant things. This is the time for us to be focused. Focus on our freedom, because our freedom is coming very soon. And remember, born a seeker when it becomes so hard, you know that it's coming to an end. But for you to be able to succeed at this very critical time that we are entering now, you must have that mental toughness. For you to succeed at this critical time, it's a very challenging time, but it's appointed time. A very difficult and challenging time for us, but it's the appointed time. That is why we must win. Because it is appointed time by Chukwu Okike. That is why we overcome. If not, everything is pointing to the opposite direction. If not for the fact that Chukwu Okike is standing with us, everything is pointing against us, pointing against what we believe. This is the period of election. I know this is the time all the rich people in Nigeria are throwing their money out to subdue anything you are saying. Whatever you want to do, they buy the unbuyable. They can bribe everybody they want to bribe. They can use money to distract people. But even at that period of time, you see Biafrans standing firm. Biafrans are still focused, asking for their freedom, because they know no amount of money can buy freedom. No amount of money can give you the freedom we are asking for. Genuine freedom. Freedom that will give you the right to do what you want to do at all times. Freedom that will give you the confidence to go to places you want to go at all times. Freedom that will give you guarantee for your life. That freedom cannot be bought by money. It can't be bought by money. Any freedom you buy by money is just going to be last for some period of time and it expires. And that is why we are not looking for any temporary freedom that the politicians can offer. It doesn't matter who wants to be in the politics, whatever name you call the person. It doesn't matter how close we are to the person. Even if it is my own father or my mother or my brother that is contesting, don't vote, don't participate. Don't participate, we don't care. Time has gone when we are trying to see if it's going to work. Time has gone. When people are saying, let's try them, let's try and see if it's going to work, let's try. There is no more time to try. We are not getting any younger. No time to try. And we cannot transfer these fights to other people. We cannot transfer it to another generation. Our generation will fight this fight. We will fight it to the end so that our unborn children or our children cannot fight the same battle that we are fighting. Our children cannot fight the same battle we are fighting. We have to fight this battle once and for all and finish it in this generation so that the people that are coming behind us will have a happy life. They have a meaningful life. They have a responsible life to live. And they will live peacefully. It will be an abomination for our children to begin to face the same challenges we are facing today. To begin to run helter-skelter, be running from one country to the other. It will be an abomination. So many of us today are living abroad, not because we wish to, not because we are living very well there, not because all is well over there, but because we have no other choice. We have no home to return to. Simply because where we are is much more far, is 1,000 times better than where you're going to call home. You don't even have a home. So where do you return to? You don't have any business abroad. That is why so many people are abroad. When you go, they will tell you that any place you go, you will see an Igbo man, any angle. Is that an achievement? I don't see that as an achievement. Each time you see all these politicians, when they want to deceive us or when they want to try to blackmail us, they will tell you that any place you go, you will see an Igbo man. If you go here, you don't see an Igbo man run away. Is that an achievement? That is not an achievement. For the fact that we are scattered all over the world, we don't have a home, it's not an achievement. In fact, it's an insult. It's an insult. But you see them when they are talking about it, they use it to cajole us, they use it to blackmail us and tell us that any place you go, you see an Igbo man, any place you go, you see Igbo people there, all they are doing well. Any place you go, if you don't see an Igbo man, you run away. Any place you go, Igbos can develop places, they turn it around. Any place you go, if you see the indigenous people, the second largest population will be the Igbos. They continue to say it and you think it's for our own advantage. That is not a good, it's not a good word, it's not a good thing. I don't see that as an advantage for us. Scattered all over the world. Homeless people. For the fact that we are homeless, we don't have a home. That is why we are scattered all over. We are scattered all over. You see Biafrans abroad. Even with the insult they are getting abroad, with the insult, the suffering and torture they are going through abroad, they will never return home. They will never. Some people, I saw a video, was it in United Kingdom, a video in Europe, somebody who they wanted to deport back to the Zoological Republic. He traveled to Europe. One day, I think they checked his people, wanted to know what happened, and they wanted to deport him. And he jumped from the upstairs and killed himself. He doesn't want to be deported. Instead of him being deported, he prefers himself being dead instead of going back to the Zoological Republic alive. And this is what our people are facing on a daily basis. If the Zoological Republic is nice, why wouldn't somebody be happy to go back home? People who are coming from a responsible and reasonable country, when they travel abroad and you insult them, all they do is to go back to the airport and cut the ticket and go back to their home. Can you see a Japanese in your country coming to share word with you, or coming to exchange word with you, or coming to listen to your insult? Japanese don't take insult from you. They can't come to your country. Even so many countries, all the developed countries, they can't come and take insult in your nation. A Korean cannot be in your country and you'll be insulting him. He won't take that insult from you. Somebody from the United States will not take the insult from you. A Canadian will not take the insult from you. A British will not take the insult from you. These are people who already know that they have a home. They have a home. They have a home. They know that even in their country, even if they are not working, even if they don't have anything, even if they don't have anything, they know in their country they are protected. At least they have their life. They have rights to accommodation. They have rights to welfare. Even when they are jobless, they are being taken care of. So when they come to your country and insult them, they go back home. But for those people who doesn't have a home, people from the contraption called Nigeria, all indigenous tribes, when you see them abroad, in the airport, if you ask them to go, they prefer to kill themselves than to go back to their country. That should send a bad signal to you. Should tell you that something is wrong. Something is wrong. Because after all, there's an adage that says there's no place like home. How can you be saying that adage? And the people that always use that adage are people from the Zoological Republic. People from that contraption called Nigeria, they always use that adage. There is no place like home. There is no place like home. Yet, your citizens abroad, when they arrest them, they want to take them back home. They prefer to die than to come back home. You see people jumping from 4-story building, 5-story building, 11-story building in order to escape immigration. They didn't commit any crime. They don't have anything, only because their documents is not all right. And the only thing that will be done to them is that when they are being arrested, they'll be taken back to their country. And that person will open his eyes and jump from 10-story building and kill him or herself. That should ring a bell to you. That should ring a bell. That should let you know that the place you are is not, you don't have a country, you don't have a home. You don't have a home, that is what it means. You don't have a home. It is much more painful because you are the ones, people in that country are the ones who always use the adage. They use that adage. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place. There is no place like home. But your people abroad, 90% of the people abroad, tell them to go back to Nigeria. They will never, ever. Some of them, they prefer to die than to going back abroad. If you go to embassies, they are the highest number of people seeking for visa to move out. And they say there's no place like home. They will kill them. You see them jumping from up because of immigration. They have not committed any crime. Immigration crime, immigration offense is just deport you back to your country. Immigration offense is not a serious offense. Once you are being caught, you don't have a paper, they will be sent back to your country. But you see people jumping up from 4-story building, 5-story building, up to 10-story building. They want to jump and kill themselves because they don't want to return to their nation. That should tell you that they are coming from hell. They don't have a home. They don't have a home to return to. For a man to take such risk, you know that he doesn't have a home that he's returning to. That is why he's taking that extreme measure to make sure he stays where he is. You see why we must not participate in an election. We need to build a home. Mainly the Biafran people. We need to build a home. This issue of saying that Biafrans are everywhere, any part of the world where you go, you see a Biafran. It is not a good thing. It is not a good thing at all. I don't see it as an achievement. The Biafrans are scattered all over the world. Any part of the world you go, if you don't see an Igbo man, my life is not there. Any place you go, you don't see an Igbo man, life doesn't exist there. That is not a good thing? They are not just there because things are well. They are there because things are not okay. They are there looking for their daily bread because things are not okay, because they don't have a home. Nigeria is not their home. They are rejected in Nigeria. We are rejected in Nigeria. We are not even third-class citizens in Nigeria. Nigerian state is against the Biafran people, mainly the Igbo Biafrans. The Nigerian state is against them. No matter how you try to be legitimate and do a legitimate job in that country, they will make sure they frustrate you. No matter how you try to go, they make sure you frustrate you. The only way you can be able to survive is when you dent your hand, when you are ready to betray your own brothers, when you are ready to enslave your brothers and sell your father's land. Just like the one they call a maker of, or whatever they call him. The one they call a maker of, he is boasting that only Fulanis have the power to rule and everything, because the Fulanis have empowered him. He's eating with them with the oil money. Even in this critical period of time, when we are talking about our freedom, he went and bought an aircraft. About how many $1 million? $1.something million aircraft, private jet. At this critical point in time, when Biafrans are talking about fund or how to defend themselves, when there are so many, poverty is ravaging everywhere. Somebody went and bought an aircraft, a private jet, latest private jet of $1.something million. And people said it's all right. Nobody's talking. You think it's okay? We must have to get out of this contraption. If we don't get out of it, if we don't destroy this contraption, it will destroy every indigenous tribe. These evil men are everywhere, mind you. The evil people we are fighting, they're everywhere. Some of them are Igbos, some of them are Yoruba, some of them are Hausa, some are Efik, some are Ijo, some are Edo people, some are from Calabar. They have agents everywhere. The Fulani Janja will have agents everywhere. And what they do is that when they come to your area, they will empower their agent. They will give their agent as much money as he needs, so that you begin to see him as a god. That is what they do. Look very well within your area. You will see them. Even in your local government, you will see one. There is always one. Fulani, they have a foothold, even in our various local government. You see, that is why it is very essential that we stop anything that has to do with election. Any post you climb to in that Zoological Republic through election, you are going to play the role of the caliphate, including local government chairman. They decide your local government chairman. The Fulanis decide who becomes your local government chairman. And that is what we do not want. We don't want to be part of it anymore. We cannot endorse that criminality anymore. When you see Fulani come, do you think that Fulani have come and chosen Hopu Uzodinma? They chose Hopu Uzodinma for you in Imo State. By force. Somebody who didn't contest election. That same impost that they put in Imo State as a governor will now choose ministers in Imo State. He will go to the extent of choosing a local government chairman in Imo State. He will go and choose a traditional ruler in Imo State. Then tell me how you can have any effect. Anybody that is working with Hope Uzodinma automatically is serving the caliphate. And that is how they hold all the people captive. Anybody that is serving under Seludo today will have allegiance to the Fulani caliphate. If you are serving under the Vomai, you will be serving the Fulani. You see why election? We don't need election. What we need is referendum. Referendum so that people can decide their fate, build a nation of their own, grow at their own speed. The more we continue to conduct election, they will continue to manipulate it. If Peter Obi enters there tomorrow, if he enters there tomorrow, our situation is going to get worse than it is. It is going to get worse. It's going to, don't mind the grammar he's speaking, all this grammar he's speaking. When he enters Asorok, then he will understand. He will understand that there are people who will tell you what you will do. And if you don't do that, you are out. You are out by fire, by force. You think all of a sudden, like people who were there before didn't know anything. They didn't know anything. And you think you can change anything within 4 years, change the constitution? Who is going to vote for the constitution to be changed? Who is going to give you a vote to change the constitution in the House of Senate? Who is that? A constitution that they know that it favors them, including the politicians in Biafra land will even vote against the changing of constitution. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Politicians in the southern part of Nigeria will vote against changing the constitution in the Senate. That is how evil these people are. The funniest is that the day the vote will be cast, you'll find out that so many of them will not be around. They will be absent. Either they tell you they went for one errand or the other. They will tell you they went for one errand or the other. These are a bunch of criminals everywhere. That is why we must not participate with them at all. No matter the grammar, no matter the confusion, no matter the strategy, no matter the level they bring, don't participate with them. Don't get involved. That is the only way to stay safe. Do not get involved in the election at all. Don't even try to get involved. Look at the one that is serving his station in London now, Ekweremadu. Ekweremadu, who has been in the Senate for donkey years, what change has he brought? Nothing. Instead, he's bringing failures, criminality. Instead, he is busy accumulating more wealth for himself. Accumulating more wealth for himself. That is why such person can never ever support Biafra. He will never. Because his money is coming through a fraudulent constitution, through that fraudulent means, through that zoological republic. That is how he's getting his money. He knows that if Biafra comes, he will become irrelevant. He knows that. And that is why he will never support Biafra. The same thing is happening to everyone, all those ones that are living abroad and talking about one Nigeria. You see some people who are living abroad and they're talking about, they are only supporting about that one Nigeria because of their uncle, their auntie, and their benefactor, who is in the government, following the government to steal the money. And some of them, they are using them to launder money abroad. They use them to launder money abroad, including all these musicians you see. All these your celebrities, you see them. Why they will never ever support anything that they have to do to break up of their contraction. Most of them are doing money laundering for those politicians. You see a Ekweremadu case. Today, Ekweremadu have mentioned another lawyer. They say he mentioned another one doctor. There was a doctor, he mentioned his name in the US, in the UK. A doctor has been arrested. A Nigerian doctor. A Nigerian doctor has been arrested in the UK, who is working hand in hand with Ekweremadu. Ekweremadu gave him Ekweremadu all the promises and courage to bring somebody for the transplant. He was the one that encouraged Ekweremadu and promised him everything. And Ekweremadu, being a selfish man that he is, he couldn't shop with the man. He indicted the man also, and the man had been arrested. And of course, he has lost his license. Such man now that has been working with Ekweremadu, helping Ekweremadu to launder money and getting money from him, do you think he will support the breakup of the contraction? And there are so many people like that who are living abroad. So many people like that who are helping these politicians to launder money. That is why sometimes you'll be wondering, why is it that we have many millionaires in abroad? Biafrans, we have many millionaires abroad. When you are talking about the Biafra agitation, they don't participate. Neither will they talk. We're not telling them to put their head or put their face. Support underground. Go underground and give your support. They will never do that. They will never support the community of Biafra because each and every one of them, they still have a connection to the Zoological Republic. In stealing, they are still sponsoring the criminality in Biafra, in Zoological Republic in one way or the other. That is why we must stand firm in anything we are doing. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Don't allow anybody to push you around. Do not allow anybody to blackmail you. When they tell you that Igbos are in everywhere, it's not an achievement. It is not an achievement. We want to have a nation of our own. A nation we can defend with the last drop of our blood. A nation we can be ready to die for. A nation we can hit our chest, we throw our passport and say, this is my country. But today, let me tell you, 90% of people who are living abroad today, they cannot boldly come and say they are Nigerians. None of them are hiding their passport. When they go out, they claim other nationalities. When they are transacting something with other people, they claim other nationalities. They don't claim to be Nigerian because Nigeria is a curse. Once you say you are in Nigeria, you become a suspect. You go to airport, you bring that Nigerian passport, you become a suspect. How long shall we continue that path? How long? May Chukwu guide and protect us and secure us and give us that wisdom and understanding to continue to focus and continue to face the reality, which is Biafra. The reality today is Biafra. And in 2023, the only thing we are looking forward to is Biafra. No election, no presidency of Igbo or whatever. That's dead on arrival. The only expectation that every Biafrans have today is that in 2023, we are going to see Biafra. Definitely will. Because Chukwu Kukabia have signed it at an appointed time, announced through the mouthpiece of Chukwu Kukabia, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He has told us about it. 2023, and I claim it. And you that is watching me, anybody that is watching me, continue to confess it. Continue to confess it. Confess it at all times that 2023 is the coming of Biafra. Confess it. By the time you continue to confess it, the gods of our land will hear it, Chukwu Kukabia will hear it, and it will be so. It's going to come to pass. It's the appointed time. The appointed time has come. No man born of a woman can stop the coming of Biafra. We will go home, no matter how they try to stop us. No matter how they try, they cannot succeed. May Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect everybody that has joined me on this very platform. If you have shared this video, please, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share. Subscribe and share. If you have not shared, share the video and subscribe. Try to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Subscribe if you're not subscribed so that you can be able to get the notification. And also like the video. Like and share. That is the way we can be able to reach others, reach our brothers and sisters, encourage each other. That is the way we can encourage each other. There's no other way. Nobody will speak for you. Nobody will speak for me. We will speak for ourselves. We will tell our story. We can't allow people to tell our own story. We will encourage each other, tell our stories, and let people know what is going on in Biafra land. That is why I come online on a daily basis. Even if it's for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, even if for 2 people or 3 people are watching, that 2 people will preach to another 2 people, that 2 people will preach to another 2 people. That is how the message goes. I don't care even if it is only 1 person that is watching. I will still say what I want to say. All I know, before the day runs down, more people are going to watch it. People will still come across it. So all you got to do when you join is to share the video, like the video, and send the message across. We encourage each other and we move on. For Biafra coming, it is confirmed that in 2023, all we're going to see is Biafra. Nothing else. And if you're one of the one Nigerians that is talking about presidency, Igbo president or whatever, wait until one Nigeria happens to you. When Nigeria happens to you, if you're lucky to be alive and tell the story, then you will tell the people what you saw. If you're not alive, see you in heaven or in hell. If you're going to hell, not me, I'm not going to see you there. I'm going to be in heaven. May Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect everybody that have watched this video. Every hand that has shared this video, any place you're watching from, any place you're sharing from, I say, may Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect you and secure you. If you're watching from Biafra land mainly, our brothers and sisters in Biafra land, I really appreciate you. And I thank you so much. And I say, may Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect you. No weapon of the enemy shall overtake you. We will continue to speak up. We will continue to say it the way it is. We will continue to push out the information. We will continue to encourage ourselves that at this critical time that we are, we cannot be distracted by the Fulani caliphate. No matter the kind of terror they bring. Today, you see their weapon of warfare. Their tactics today is to terrorize Biafra land, to make us afraid. Today, they are using their what do they call it, their Ebubago. Ebubago have become their strongest instrument they are using to press us down. They are using Ebubago to shut us up and make sure that we don't have a voice. But we cannot stop. No matter the terror they bring. I say, if they like, let them bring B-52 and fill the whole of Biafran sky. Biafra will definitely come. In 2023. In 2023. Continue to confess it. Anytime you wake up, you're praying. Confess it. 2023 is Biafra time. 2023, the appointed time, Biafra will be declared. 2023. No man born of a woman can stop it. We continue to confess it until we get into it. It is going to happen. It's going to happen. We have been singing a love song in a strange land for a very long time. We can no longer sing a love song in a strange land. Not again. We cannot continue to sing a love song in a strange land. We are going back home. And we're going to sing that love song in our home. May Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect everybody that's watching. May Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect all the Biafrans, all the Ududuans, all the Middle Belters. May Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect our brother Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu Kukabia guide and protect our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Secure him for us and bring him back to us very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember us. They will kill us. We will kill them. But at the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you and stay safe. See you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Kabiama. Bye-bye.